Okay, so I put the two solutions that we're talking about in this module lesson 8.3. X such that x is greater than 5. The set of all x such that x is less than or equal to -7. I drew two number lines, and here's what you need to know about number lines. Number lines are infinite in the negative direction, infinite in the positive direction. So what I did was I just made an adjustment on my number line, starting at -2, going to +10 so that I can show you 5 and higher. And then on this one, I started at -12 because I'm doing less than -7. So I needed more numbers on the negative end of the number line than the positive end. And I needed the opposite up here. So the majority of the number lines that you see that you're going to use to draw with usually go from -10 to +10, but it really doesn't matter if you're just trying to show this solution set. Sometimes if you have to draw your own, you can adjust your number line so that you are sure to show enough of the shading that we're fixing to do. So first thing we want to do is look at x is greater than 5. So to know that x is greater than 5, this is greater. And with greater than, there's no line under it, so it's not greater than or equal to, it's just greater than. Now what does that mean when it comes to drawing our solution? That means that x cannot be 5, it has to be greater than 5. So that's why we use what's called an open circle. So an open circle when we go to graph. Because this number right here is not included in our solution set in all our answers. What is included is everything that is higher, greater than 5 on the number line. So greater than 5 on the number line would be all this that you shade here, all of this. And remember, because it's greater than or it's less than, there's an infinite number of solutions. So you can't just stop at the 10. You have to show that you're shading with your arrow to show that it's infinite. It continues in whatever direction you're shading in. Open circle means that the 5 is not included in your solution set. Here, I'll erase it so that you can see. And then everything else to the right of it, because this is greater than, is in the solution. So if I were to choose one of these numbers, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc., and plug it in here in place of this x, substitute it in, it would make it a true statement. So if I pick the number 7, that would be 7 is greater than 5. Since that's a true statement, you know you shaded in the correct direction. Now let's look at the one below it. The set of all x such that x is less than or equal to -7. So this time if I want less than or equal to, so let's write that, less than or equal to, that means that the solution could actually be -7. So -7 could be one of my answers because it's actually equal to. So this is going to be a closed circle. So we're going to go to -7 and we're going to draw a closed circle this time. We're going to shade that in right there. Okay? And then I want everything less than. So the other day I said less than points to the left. Remember, the left. It also makes an L with your left hand. So this is less than, it points to the left, and it makes an L with your left hand. So if I'm going to shade less than, let's do that. Shade, 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 shade. And make sure that you draw your arrows, because your solution is anything on the number line that is smaller than -7 or -7 or smaller. Okay? All right, those are just basic ways that you graph your solution set, but we're going to actually solve some inequalities and then graph their solutions, okay? So come back next time and that's what we're going to do.